Hello dear children, welcome you to Leeds International School online classroom. Primary 2 English language. First term. Unit 5 Little Red Riding Hood. Video number 3. Objectives of the lesson. You will be able to learn about adding suffixes ing, ed and er, adjectives and to make opposites of adjectives, and settings. Adding ing, ed and er. Let's learn how to add ing, ed and er at the end of words. When we need to add endings to very short words, there are some rules to follow. Are you ready to learn those rules? Okay, let's learn those rules. First one, if the letter before the last letter is a vowel, you need to double the last letter. You need to double the last letter. Okay, then let's go through some examples. Big. Can you see there's a vowel before G? So we have to double G and add ER. Big, bigger. Next one, drop. Can you see there's a vowel before P? Then we have to double P and add ED. Dropped. Next one, run. Can you see there is a vowel before N? Then you have to double N and add ing. Running. Big, bigger. Drop, dropped. Run, running. Don't forget to double the last letter when there is a vowel before the last letter. Okay? Okay, my dear kids. Let's go through more examples to learn how to add ing, er and ed at the end of words when there is a vowel before the last letter. Okay, let's go through some examples. First one, skip. Skipping, skipper, skipped. Second one, drop. Dropping, dropper, dropped. Third one, drag. Dragging, dragger, dragged. Fourth one, pin. Pinning, pinner, pinned. Fifth one, wrap. Wrapping, wrapper, wrapped. And sixth one, tin. Tinning, tinner and tinned. Okay, dear kids, let's read the next rule to learn how to add ing, er and ed. If the letter before the last letter is not a vowel, you don't need to double the last letter. Walk, walking. Next one, jump, jumped. Next one, dark, darker. Next one, dust, dusting. Next one, push, pushed. And the last one, sing, singer. Let's read the words once again. Walk, walking. Jump, jumped. Dark, darker. Dust, dusting. Push, pushed. Sing, singer. Now, let's read the next rule to learn how to add ing, er and ed. If a short word ends with e, you need to take off the e before adding ing, et or er. Let's go through some examples. Take, taking. Bake, baked. drive, driver. Use, using. Save, saved. And write, writer. Let's read the words once again. Take, taking. Bake, baked. Drive, driver. Use, using. Save, saved. Write, writer. If a short word ends with E, you need to take off the E before adding ing, ed or er. Now, can you complete these word sums? First one, run and ing. Second one, hot and er. Third one, wave and ed. Fourth one, raise and ing. Fifth one, dust and er. And sixth one, mop and ed. Now, how do you add ing to run? Yes, you have to double the last letter because there is a vowel before N. Running. Now, how do you add er to hot? Yes, you have to double the last letter because there is a vowel before T. Then add er, hotter. Then how do you add ed to wave? Yes, you have to take off E and add ed, waved. Then how do you add ing to raise? Yes, you have to take off E, then add ing, racing. Now, how do you add er to dust? Yes, you have to just add er without doubling the last letter. Duster. Then, how do you add ed to mop? Yes, you have to double the last letter because there is a vowel before P. Then add ed, mopped. Let's read the words again. Running, hotter, waved, racing, duster and mopped. Adjectives. Okay, my dear children, what are adjectives? Yes, adjectives are describing words. Adjectives are describing words. Adjectives describe nouns. Adjectives describe nouns. A big flower. The word big describes the noun flower. A tall tree. The word tall describes the noun tree. A bright day. The word bright describes the noun day. A little girl. The word little describes the noun girl. Opposites of adjectives. Adjectives have opposites. Small, big. Bright, pale. Good, bad. Light, dark. Cold, hot. And wide, narrow. Let's read again. Small, big. Bright, pale. good, bad, light, dark, cold, hot, and wide, narrow. Okay, my dear kids, now I'm going to give you an activity to do. Replace the adjective in brackets with its opposite. First one, Red Riding Hood picked some big flowers. Second one, grandmother was ill. Third one, the sky was sunny. Fourth one, she went along the narrow path. And fifth one, it was dark in the wood. Now tell me, what's the opposite of big? Yes, it's small. Red Riding Hood picked some small flowers. Then what's the opposite of ill? Yes, it's well. Grandmother was well. What's the opposite of sunny? Yes, it's cloudy. The sky was cloudy. Then what's the opposite of narrow? Yes, it's wide. She went along the wide path. Then what's the opposite of dark? Yes, it's light. It was light in the wood. Settings. Dear kids, what is a setting? When you write a story, you have to think about where your story happens. This is called setting. The words that describe a setting build a picture in your mind of where a story is happening. The first part of the story of Little Red Riding Hood happens in the garden, and the second part happens in the wood. My dear kids, can you remember the settings of the story, The Little Red Riding Hood? Then I am going to give you an activity to do. Find and copy 2 words from the story that tell you what it was like in the garden and in the wood. Then you have to write a sentence about the garden and a sentence about the wood. Then can you remember what the garden was like? Yes, the garden was bright and sunny. Then how was the wood? Yes, the wood was dark and cold. Now, can you write a sentence about the garden? In the garden, it was bright and sunny. Then what about the wood? In the wood, it was dark and cold. Dear kids, can you read the words in the box? Beautiful, horrible, gloomy, peaceful, dark, pleasant, sunny, and frightening. Now, choose words from the box that tell you what the garden is like. Then, choose words from the box that tell you what the wood is like. Now, can you tell me what are the words that tell you what the garden is like? Yes, beautiful, peaceful, pleasant, and sunny. Then, what are the words that tell you what the wood is like? Yes, horrible, gloomy, dark, and frightening. My dear kids, I hope that you learned today's lesson very well and you enjoyed it a lot. Thank you for watching. See you again. Goodbye.